Hey everyone, welcome to Performacast episode 12. And today's episode, I want to discuss the variety of what you can do on the ball and how people who first start training, their facial expressions, they're just like, wow, like I didn't know you could do that. And people get mistaken and misled, about the ball. There's so many pieces of equipment or functional pieces of equipment. There's so much traditional pieces of equipment. There's so much body weight training one can do. It's endless what the creativity one can do. And people get kind of push the ball aside, like, it's for sissies because it's soft and, whatever excuses they make. The ball's not pumped up properly, or it's not the right quality, and they try it and it doesn't work for them, or they do the standard push-ups and crunches on the ball. And they think, yeah, it's good for core, which they mean only abs. And the truth is, there's so much more. I've created over 3,500 exercises on the ball over the last 20 years. Of course, some exercises were borrowed, some exercises were copied, some were modified, but the majority of the exercises I progressed in my own creative way and have got to where I've gotten to. I'll give you an example of one exercise that's very counterintuitive, which is a climb up. And clients, it like kind of like boggles them because I make it look easy, number one, but it's so fun because the whole mind, body is engaged in that one particular exercise. So you're starting off on your stomach, on your chest on the ball, so to speak, with your hands on the ball. And you're straightening your arms and you're slowly pushing your weight forward so your toes are slightly off the floor. And then you're climbing up the balls to get into a kneeling position without touching the floor. And people are not sure, like in the beginning, of how to, move your hands, or they think they're going to fall and hit their head on the floor. So it's amazing to see, wow, this is working arms, no, but it's working abs, no, but it's working legs. It's just working everything. And that's, like a, basic exercise. And one can advance it to the nth degree. And it's just, you can keep on advancing it, which is amazing. And from a strength workout, just from that one exercise, you can repeat, just say the normal climb ups until you touch the floor, for example, and see how many you can get. Either till you lose your balance, or you slip off the ball, you tire basically, and you just can't do anymore, or you slip. And I've actually tried to personally, I've got to about 100 reps in a row without touching the floor, going straight to touching my stomach and going up without my feet or my hands touching the floor. And I tell you what, it's besides the core, you're working your core and your balance, it's quite a strength exercise in your arms and your shoulders and your chest. Because what's happening is you're pushing up against the ball. You don't even realize it because you're having just so much fun just staying on the ball and not pretending the floor is like hot lava. But in fact, it's working out all those muscles and it's fun. You're not worried about reps and sets. You can, of course, do reps and sets with it, not even a question. You can do pyramids, reverse pyramids. You can change up advancing on the ball on that specific exercises by getting your hands closer together, positioning your hands differently, eventually taking one leg, getting your feet together on the ball with the climb ups, getting one leg off the ball, getting basically one hand just doing it with one arm. And, you can actually then take off one leg as well, which is super difficult. And then you can also advance it to two balls, doing two ball climb ups, and then just keep advancing it like that. But so it's just never ending. And just one exercise, you can actually find a complete workout in one exercise, just a few adjustments here and there, even if you don't adjust it. Just one exercise, you'll find your hitting your cardio. Your cardio is working. So you'll either tire out if you've got the balance and stability and the strength. You can make it more tiring by pushing it, by more explosive with the jumping climb ups, which is a bit more advanced. You can do timing, try and get to 20 under 20, 30 seconds, and it's really pushing yourself. And plus the control and the stability is unbelievable. Working and hitting your triceps after some time. And after the first time you actually try and do it, you really feel everything worked. So, like, even after the first rep, you're feeling it, working. So, not just having done, like, mastered 3,500 exercises on the ball, but just having one exercise, you can create a fun workout tailored to your specific goal, whether it's strength, whether it's balance, whether it's power, whether it's explosiveness, or even isometric holds, but just holding it in a climb up position at the top and just holding it. I tell you what, and I've done that as well, and your arms after a while start to tire big time and your abs start feeling it. It's unbelievable. So the amount of creativity and the amount of workout you can do with just one exercise. Imagine how much more so with over 3,500 different exercises you can do on the ball. It is crazy. It's amazing. I'm telling you, it's so much fun as well, because you just, the ball's absorbing the gravity. You're not hurting yourself. It's very gentle in the body. And it's the flow. You're getting that flow. You're getting like that endorphins and those dopamine hit straight into your mind and your brain. And it just feels so good afterwards. And as you advance, you open up the different new levels for it. So, you can go to different ways of doing that. As I said, different ways of doing the climb up. You could go from climb up to standing on the ball, never mind kneeling. From climb up to jumping to standing. That's just like, and then you can add in some squats as well on the ball, jumping from ball to ball, squatting. It's just endless with your creativity. Rotation after a climb up. You're going to two balls after climb up, then going back onto one. It's just the creativity and the amount of variations is dynamic. It's endless almost. And that's why so much passion with it. And it's not just doesn't just build up your body, which it does. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you're in control and you are up. So that's it for this episode, and we'll see you next time.